Hello, hi Caroline. Just checking in on who's joining us right now. Cool, looks like we are live on YouTube as well. Instagrammers, if you have access to YouTube, I do have a playlist linked in there if you want to pop that on. It's linked in the comments. YouTubers as well, there's a playlist linked in the comments there for you. I'm super excited to get to flow with some of you this morning, or maybe you are tuning in after this live broadcast. I'm coming in live from my boyfriend's mother's porch, which is super fun, and it's sunny and beautiful. We're here in Vermont. It's 10:30 in the morning, and it's already almost 90 degrees, so it's going to be a nice, hot, and sweaty flow for you guys today. Because it's 10:30, I've also had time to already have 2 cups of coffee. So that either means that you're maybe about to have some feeling of regret because we're going to get moving really fast, or maybe I'll have some feeling of regret when I have to pee really bad. So we'll see what happens over the next hour or so here. For those of you who don't know me already, my name is Phoebe. I'm a teacher at Flex and Flow. We're always super excited to be bringing these free live classes to all of you on YouTube and Instagram. If you haven't already, definitely sign up for our digital membership. It's only $19 a month, so less than $1 a class, and it will give you access to our Zoom classes, so you can interact live with your fellow students and with your teacher. Super fun way to connect to your community, even when we can't all be right next to each other. For class today, we're going to be working into half moon, 2 different variations, and some fun twists. So a little bit of a detoxing flow, as well as a warm you up powerful for the day. If there's one thing that I want you to take with you as you move throughout class today, is a sense of control over your body. So I know it's early in the morning if you're over on the West Coast. That's often a time for me that I feel especially wobbly or feel like I don't have a ton of control over my movement. But what I've been playing around with this week for a visualization is the idea of moving through molasses, and imagining, or moving through water if that's maybe a more comfortable visualization for you, but imagining the sensation of moving while being entirely supported. So if anyone's ever tried to do a handstand underwater, you'll know it's that much easier because the water all around you is creating this support and lift for the body, helping you to move with a little bit more grace, a little bit more control, and more ease. So I know that often we want to transition really quickly between multiple asanas, multiple poses in the class, but we're going to try to move with a little bit more intention. We'll move just as quickly, get just as much heat. So that's a lot of words to get you started, but trying to make sure that we can give everyone time to join us. So when you are ready to get started, you can lay out your mat, find yourself a comfortable spot. I'm here in the sun. I'm going to roast right now, but it feels really, really good. And let's begin in the child's pose. So if you'd like more of a stretch for your lower back, you can bring your knees together. If you want more of a stretch for your hips, you can take your knees out wide, but keep your big toes together. Fingertips extend long on the mat, and we'll bring our third eye point down to connect with the earth. That third eye point is just between maybe an inch above your eyebrows. Settle that point deep into the mat. Begin to release through the body. And so we'll start to bring that visualization of molasses already into this practice, imagining perhaps that there's a blanket of molasses covering you. And it's not suffocating you, but just in kind of like a weighted blanket might be, if any of you use those, sort of adding this nice gentle pressure on the length of the spine and the back and down the hips, which is just helping the body to release a little bit more into the earth. Notice which of your limbs are connected to the mat. Imagining maybe that you could grow little roots through your palms, your shins, your forearms as they ground down, reaching deeper into the earth with each breath. Some big inhales in your nose. Fill yourself all the way up. On your exhales, gently release tension through the body, through the shoulder blades, the mouth, and the neck. Maybe you're stretching a little bit deeper, letting yourself release a little bit more into the posture. We'll find a few more rounds of breath. Find some stillness. If you haven't already, press play on that playlist. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, we're going to begin to walk both hands over towards the left side, shifting your torso over your left thigh. And if you notice your right hip trying to pop up and off of your heel, just going to gently press that back down onto your heel, twisting over towards the left without popping our sits bones up. If you'd like, you can take your right palm and stack it gently on top of your left. Your head can fall down between your biceps. Breathe long and deep into the right side body, extending the right side body as long as possible, maybe even walking your fingers a little bit farther with each inhale. Releasing a little deeper with each exhale. Take a full round of breath. An exhale is going to take you back through center. We're walking the hands back through, finding that center with intention before moving onto the right side. This time, your upper body releases over the right thigh. Again, this time it's the left sits bone that we're trying to ground down into the mat. Left palm comes to stack on top of your right. Let the ears drop down between the biceps and take some deep breaths into the left side this time. Finding some ease, some release. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. Both hands walk back through center. Ground down through the palms, and as well bring the forearms and elbows firmly down into the mat. Spread the fingertips wide. And then we're going to begin to keep our elbows and forearms on the mat, but lift up through the hips so you're coming into a variation on your tabletop pose where you're down on your forearms. You can adjust as need be so that you get your shoulders over your elbows, ground down through the tops of the feet. And we're going to take some gentle cat-cows in this modified version of your tabletop pose. So just like you would in any other version of this posture, we're gently arching the back in two different directions, peeling the heart through on an exhale. This is your cat pose, or your cow pose rather, and then arching through the spine, gaze turning back towards the short edge of your mat for the cat pose. And we'll move through that a couple times. Beginning to work through the spine, as well as activate through the shoulders. Having some really intentional activation. And again, imagining your body moving with the control, the support that it would if it was moving through molasses. Really slowly. Take a few more rounds. Then we'll bring the spine back to neutral. From here, I'm going to ask you to do some cat-cows that isolate just the front and back part of the body. So beginning first with the back part of your body, keep your upper body super stable. So your shoulders, your chest, your head, your gaze is a little bit forward. And we're just going to tuck the pelvic bone back and forth, trying to keep the chest as still as possible, but really isolating through the hip bones, arching them back and forth. Might feel a little bit weird at first. Again, we're focusing in on that intentional control. Your abdominal engagement is really going to help support this movement. You'll probably feel it a lot when you tuck that tailbone under. This is kind of like a modified crunch. If you hate crunches, I definitely do. They always feel really ouchy on my spine. This is a really nice variation that's going to get you all the same work in some very similar muscles. We'll come back into this neutral spine and then a little bit harder, but we're going to try that isolated cat-cow with just the chest. So keeping your hips totally stable. Begin to peel the heart forward and then puff up between the shoulder blades. Arch the heart backwards. A few more times just like that. This is going to warm up your shoulders really, really quickly, beginning to feel some heat as we move through these postures. Again, keep that tailbone nice and stable. It's really, really hard. There may be some micro movements going on there. Don't worry. We're trying to isolate the shoulders. One more round. We'll come back to a neutral spine, and we're going to walk ourselves all the way out into a Sphinx pose. You can either walk your forearms forward or walk your toes back. Chest pulls up and through, and then exhale. We'll release the chest all the way down to the mat. Fingertips are going to come to tent on either side of the mat. Pull up through the palms, plant the elbows skyward, and then press into the fingertips to lift the head, chest, and shoulders. Exhale, right shoulder dips in, gaze to the left. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, left shoulder in, gaze to the right. Legs are firmly down. Inhale takes you up through center. Exhale, forehead all the way to the mat. Hands plant, we're going to press hips to heels and head back to your child's pose. Nice, familiar, nourishing posture. This is a place to return to at any time throughout the practice. Inhale takes you up through a more traditional tabletop. Bringing your wrists underneath your shoulders, bringing your hips over your knees. Begin to tuck the toes and hover the knees here. Ball mounds of the feet are pressing firmly into the mat. Belly button is engaged. Pulling the belly button up and in towards the spine. Gaze is just a couple inches in front of your fingertips. Take a big round of breath. Exhale, press the hips all the way up to the sky. We're heading into downward facing dog. As you arrive, take a moment and check in with the posture. So walk your hands out if you need a little bit more space. You can walk your feet to hips distance apart. And then you can bend into one knee and then the other, gently shifting into your dog with some ease. Waking up the body, wiggling out any little muscles or joints that need a little extra attention after a night of sleep. Or even more so if you had a night of no sleep. We're going to find some stillness in our downward facing dog. Both heels are grounding down towards the mat. Hips are lifting up towards the sky. Let's come up high on our tiptoes. As you do so, press a little bit more firmly into the palms and the fingertips as the chest presses back towards the thighs. Inhale here, exhale, bring your heels back to the mat. Twice more, let's come up high on the tiptoes. Lift those hips up high and then holding on to that engagement and lift, drop your heels back to the mat. Last time, lift all the way up. This time, imagine a wave starting at the very tip of your tailbone. And we're going to take that wave all the way down our spine towards our shoulder blades, heading into a high plank. Inhale in your high plank. Exhale, option to hold or option to take a little half push-up here, your chaturanga push-up. Elbows are in tight, spine is long. From here, we'll meet in a high plank, and then a wave will take us back to downward facing dog. This time starting at the tip of our head, curling up and under, tailbone reaches high to the sky. As soon as you arrive, take that wave forward, find your high plank. I'm warming up super quickly in the sun here. Big breath, option to stay, and option to take that push-up. You can always take it with the knees down to the mat if you'd like. We'll meet in high plank and roll back downward facing dog. Last time, same exact thing. So come up high to the tiptoes, hips reach high. Wave carries you forward, articulating through the whole spine. Stay, take the push-up, knees or no knees. We'll meet back in high plank and wave all the way back to downward facing. Inhale, high to the tiptoes. This time, bend at the knees. Look at the space between your hands. Hips are up high. Chest presses back towards the thighs. And we'll take 2 big steps up to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen from here. Exhale, we fold. Keep a deep bend in your right knee. Right hand plants in front of the face and left fingers reach open, straightening through the left leg. Inhale here. Exhale, both hands back to the mat. We switch to the other side. Left knee bends, right fingertips reach. Inhale here, exhale takes you back into a forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine once more. Exhale, fold back to your toes. Inhale, hands are going to sweep wide as you come all the way up to stand. Palms up and overhead, come to meet. Exhale from here, fold back to your toes. Inhale, lift and lengthen, long spine, belly button engaged. Exhale, fold. Again, we're moving with control. Hands plant, we're going to step back to a high plank. From high plank, inhale here, exhale, wave starts at the crown of your head, taking you back to downward facing dog, and then all the way forward to high plank. Inhale here, exhale is going to take you through a chaturanga, either lowering all the way to the belly or lowering halfway. Inhale, press up, upward facing dog. Exhale, back downward facing, we meet. Good side of the sky, arrive. Take a big breath. Come up onto the tiptoes, bend at the knees, look at the space between your hands. This time, 2 big steps, starting with the opposite foot. Or if you're ready for a little hop, we'll meet in the forward fold. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands sweep wide. Exhale, fold all the way back to your toes. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold and hold at the bottom. Right hand plants, left fingers reach, twist up and open. This time stay, or take a little half bind around your back. Left fingers sweeping around your low back to meet your right thigh. Chest rotates up and open. Feeling that left shoulder blade back, big breath. Release the bind if you have it. We'll all come back to center and switch to the other side. Big inhale. Option to take the bind. And peel the right shoulder up and open. Gaze is high. Re-extend. Hands come back through center. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale takes us back, high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, wave to downward facing dog. Wave with control. It takes you forward, high plank. Inhale here. Exhale. Move through vinyasa. Moving into your downward facing dog. Again, moving through these poses with control and ease, as though we were working the body to relax. One more round just like that. We'll come high up to the tiptoes. Look at the space between your hands. Hop or step takes you forward. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands sweep high. Exhale, fold back to your toes. Twist starting on the other side. Left hand down, right fingers reach. Stay or find the bind. If you want to add on to this bind, left fingers can dip underneath that right leg, and maybe your left fingers meet your right behind your back, or really behind your butt, sort of more. Again, the chest twists up and open. Take a big breath. Release any binds. Hands come back through center, and we're heading to the other side. Inhale, hand reaches high. Exhale, start with the half bind. If you want, add on that full bind, right fingers sweeping underneath the right leg. Chest twists up and open. For those of you who enter bird of paradise often, this is often the entrance pose, but we're just hanging out in the bind. Exhale, releases the bind, we come back to center. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, hands plant, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, back. Downward facing, from high plank. And then we roll forward, high plank. Inhale here, exhale, take it through your vinyasa. Move with control, move with the breath. Knee in that downward facing dog and right leg right up to three-legged. Right heel pressing up high to the sky. Right hip bone is still in line with your left and pull. Notice here if you can drop your head a little bit lower and your body acting like a pendulum will then give you the space to maybe lift that right leg a little higher. From here, we're going to keep both legs straight, but gently carry your right big toe forward, maybe coming up onto the tiptoes of your back foot to tap your right wrist and lift it back up. Twice more just like that. Carry the right foot forward and lift it back up. Last time, carry the right foot forward, lift it back up, and then we'll bring both toes to the mat. Left heel lifts this time, three-legged dog on the left side. Again, same as the right side. Notice if you can drop your head a little lower, and in doing so, give space to your left side body to lift that left heel higher. Take a big full round of breath. Exhale, 2 straight legs as your left big toe reaches to your wrist. Lift it back up. Left big toe, left wrist. This one can be a little bit awkward, but it's a really great little core exercise. Left big toe to left wrist. You lift it back up and both toes come back to the mat. Inhale the tiptoes. Exhale, deep bend. Look at the space between your hands. Again, 2 big steps or hop up to meet them. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands sweep high. Exhale, hands pull into prayer. Take a moment and pause, smooth out through the breath. Maybe close down through the eyes with the hands at heart center, thumbs pressing into the chest. Focusing on the warmth beneath the body. Take a big inhale on your nose. Fill yourself up. Once more like that. Inhale. Exhale, purse your legs. Inhale, hands sweep high. Ooh, that just ignited a little cool breeze here. Nice. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, your choice. Move back through a vinyasa or head right to downward facing dog. If you want to add in a little jump back, we're landing with nice bent elbows. Inhale, come up through your upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing. From here, right leg to 3-legged. Again, head drops down. Give your right leg the space to reach high. And then right big toe to your right wrist. Inhale, reach it back up. Moving with control, right big toe to right wrist. Inhale, reach it back up and hold. Exhale, scorpion dog. Bend the knees, stack the hips, but keep squaring both shoulders forward. Take a breath. Knee heads into your nose and lightly step the foot through. Back knee drops down. Low lunge, hands sweep up and overhead, or you can start by walking them up to the top of your right knee. Use your exhales to lengthen out through the front of your left hip flexor, gently releasing the hips a little bit lower towards the mat. Big breath. Hands sweep high. Tuck the back toes. We're going to lift up, find your high crescent lunge. Stack shoulders over hips, press into the ball mound of the back foot. Again, steady and strengthen. Left fingers forward, right fingers back. Twist up and open towards the right side. Big breath. Keep squaring your hips forward, pressing your right hip back, left hip forward. One more inhale. Exhale, left elbow hooks outside your right knee, right palm comes to stack on top. Inhale here. Press your right palm into your left to open up across the chest, and press your elbow into the top of your knee in order to initiate that opening a little further. Take one more breath. We're going to look down at the big toe and step your left foot up to meet your right, finding a twisted chair. Inhale here. Exhale, fold to your toes. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands plant. Step, hop, or float your way back through vinyasa. Move with the breath. Oh, man, it is so warm here. I'm going to kick my own butt today, everyone. Left heel reaches up to the sky. Then drop the head low, feel the left heel high. Then take your left big toe to your left wrist 3 times. Moving with control. Moving with the breath. Moving with intention. We'll reach that left heel up to the sky and scorpion your dog. Bend the knee, stack the hips. From here, right knee or left knee rather into your nose and lightly step the foot through. Back knee down. Untuck the toes. Work your way up to a low lunge. Maybe starting first with the hands on top of the thigh, letting the space here create a little bit more opening in the front of your right hip flexor. And then if you'd like, working your hands up and overhead. Shoulder blades down the back. Pinkies in towards center. Keep breathing. From here, we'll tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. We're finding high crescent lunge. Inhale in your high crescent, exhale, settle in. Ball mount of the back foot is strong, helping to lengthen out through that back knee, and the hips and shoulders square forward. From here, we'll begin to take it into a twist, twisting just the upper body. Hips stay where they are. Gaze to the side, or maybe gaze all the way towards your back hand. From the twisted open crescent, we're heading into your revolved crescent. Right elbow comes to hook outside your left knee, and left palm comes to stack on top like little prayer hands. Again, press your hands into each other. Use the knee as leverage to lift the chest up and open, and engage through the chest and the abdominals. Again, finding lift and control rather than sinking too far down. Take a look down at your left big toe. One big controlled movement. Step all the way up. Find your twisted chair. Pause for a moment. Full round of breath. Spreading the shoulder blades wide, lifting the belly button up and off the thighs. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold to your toes. Inhale, hands sweep high. Exhale, hands into prayer. Big inhale in the nose. Exhale, push your lips out the mouth. Inhale in the nose. Exhale, push your lips. Inhale, hands sweep high. Exhale to your toes. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands plant, step or hop back, work your way through your vinyasa. Move with the breath. Smooth it out. Inhale here, exhale, right leg sweeps to three-legged. Big breath. We're just going to take one toe tap this side this time. Right toe to your right wrist. Lift it back up. From here, bend the knee and stack the hips. Take a big breath. Take that right knee into your nose and then gently tap the right knee to the earth and lift it back up. Twice more, tap and lift. Last time, tap. We'll lift the knee back up and lightly step it through. Ground down through the back foot. We're rising right up, high crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, settle in, hips low. Belly button engaged. Shoulder blades soften down the back. Open twist towards the right side. Gaze can follow your back hand. From here, twisted crescent. Left elbow hooks outside your right knee. Right palm comes to plant. Twist up and open. Take a big breath. Right palm stacking and pressing into your left. Belly and trying to lift up and off of that right thigh. Big inhale. From here, both hands down to frame your front foot. Spin your back heel down and open up extended side angle. Two options here. You can keep your right hand on the mat, either inside or outside that right foot, or right elbow to the top of your right knee. Wherever you are, that left shoulder is really softening down the back. Your hips are spreading open towards the left side, so trying not to kind of crunch and fall down onto this right side, and your left fingers are extended long. Big breath. Exhale, bring your left hand to your left hip wherever you are. Take a look down at your right big toe. Right fingers are going to begin to reach forward as you lift off of that back foot. Moving with control and fluidity right into this half moon pose. I find that the addition of my hand on my hip really helps to kind of move here with as much control possible. If you're a little wobbly when you arrive, don't worry about it. It's early. We're just getting moving. But we're working on the control, those deep inner muscles to help smooth it out. Take a big breath. We're going to bring both hands down to the mat and then square shoulders and hips to the earth for supported warrior 3. Inhale here. Hold on the exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, drag your left knee into your chest and find a little crunch pose here. So this might feel like a little bird, left knee squeezing in towards your chest. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Release your left foot down to the mat. Bend at both knees. We're finding chair pose. Lower body tucks under, upper body lifts high. Big breath. Exhale, hands to prayer. Left elbow hooks outside your right and twist open towards the right side. Inhale here. Exhale. Hands come back through prayer. Step your back foot to the back of your mat. Open up warrior 2. One big fluid motion. Working your feet a little bit wider apart if you need to. Nice deep bend in your front knee. Hands sweep out wide. Take a look down at your big toe as you arrive. If your right knee is trying to pop in front of that right big toe and you can't see it, try pressing back into the right side, opening up here. Take a breath. Settle. One more inhale. Exhale, we're going to head right to Skandasana at the back of your mat. So straighten through your right leg and bend into the left knee. I'm heading all the way down into a deep position of this, or a deep variation of this Skandasana. If you want to lift up through the hips, you can always take this in a half variation too. From here, left hand down, right fingers reach. And then option to stay or option to find a bind around your back. Take a breath. Hold on the exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, release the fingertips. Both hands come back through prayer. And either hands or no hands. Again, moving with control, imagining that you're pressing through the support of molasses here. Head to a runner's lunge at the top of your mat. Kind of a fun transition. Hands plant. We're going to step back, high plank, and take it through either your vinyasa variation or head right into downward facing. Once you arrive in downward facing, either pause for a moment there, taking 3 long, full breaths, or bring knees to the mat and pause in your child's pose. Hi, everyone. I'm seeing some more friends joining us here. Just want to say hi. Nice to see everyone. We're meeting in a downward facing dog when you're ready. Take a big inhale, lift your left heel up to the sky. And dropping your head down low in order to create more space for your left heel. And then one toe tap, this time left big toe to your left wrist. Lift it back up. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knee, scorpion dog, stack your hips. Take a big breath. Exhale, knee into your chest and pause. Gently lower your knee to tap the mat and lift it back in. Lower to tap with control, lift it back up. Last time, lower to tap. Lift it back up and lightly step the foot through. We're rising right up to high crescent lunge. Hands sweep high. Back, leg is long. Hips are low. Open arm twist to the left side this time. Breathe. Find a little more extension, a little bit more lift. Right elbow hooks outside your left knee. Left hand comes to stack on top of it. Press up and open. Belly button is engaged. One more big inhale. Exhale. We're going to open up into your extended side angle. So spin that back heel down. Right fingers reach up and overhead. Again, back hand to the mat, where you can bring the elbow to the top of your left thigh here. What part of the body are we talking about right now? We're really grounding and pressing through the outside edge of that back foot, and that's going to help us find this extension through the right side body. Again, lifting up and off of the left side. Big inhale. Exhale, left fingers begin to walk forward in space. Right hand to your right hip, and with as much control as possible, heading into that half moon. Big breaths. You've got that right hand on your hip. It's something to open up across the right hip. Gaze can turn to the right, or you can stay with it down at your fingertips. We've got another full round of breath, and then both hands come back through center, square shoulders and hips back to the mat. Inhale here, you're in the supported warrior 3. Exhale, right knee squeezes into your chest, little crunch. Pause here in this like awkward bird pose. Knee squeezing in, core is engaged, and then both feet to the mat. Toes together, heels wide, bend through the knees, chair pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the seat and hold. Arms reach up high. Exhale, hands to prayer. Right elbow hooks outside your right knee, press up and open. Twisted chair. Inhale here, exhale, prayer hands back through center. We're gonna step your right foot all the way to the back of your mat and open up for warrior 2. Accommodating for a little extra space. Nice deep bend in your front knee. Heels can be nice and wide. I often find that my warrior pose, my warrior 2 wants to be a little bit wider than my high crescent. So do what you need to do here to find the space to open up. Take a breath here. Exhale, we've got Fundasana at the back of your mat. Left leg extends, right knee bends. From here, your choice. Stay or take the bind. Hands opening up wide and then hands sweeping around your back. Big breath. It's an exhale to release the bind, and again, hands or no hands as you walk or float forward into this runner's lunge. Both hands come to meet. Inhale here. Exhale, hands plant, step back through your high plank. We're moving through a vinyasa variation or skipping it all together. You can always modify if need be, coming all the way down to the belly or using the knee. Inhale the tiptoes. Exhale, bend at the knees, look at the space between your hands. Hop or step carries you forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, hands sweep high. Exhale, hands pull into prayer. Big inhale on the nose. Exhale, purse your lips, press it out the mouth. Big inhale on the nose. Exhale, purse your lips. Inhale, hand sweep overhead. Exhale to the toes. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, work your way. Sorry, I've got a black light here. Yeah, right here. We're going to work your way back through downward facing dog. These are the pros and cons of outdoor yoga. We're kind of one with the bugs, but they also kind of still suck. When you arrive, 3-legged on the right side. One toe tap, right big toe reaches to your right wrist and press it back up. Then bend the knee and stack the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, option to stay or option to take a wild thing. Right foot steps outside your left side. Right fingers sweep high as your hips press high. We meet back in a 3-legged dog and then take knee into your nose. Gently lower your right knee to tap, lift it back up. Lower to tap, lift it up. Lower to tap, we lift up and step through. High crescent, and then take it right into that open arm twist. Inhale here. Exhale, left elbow hooks outside your left knee. Outside your right knee rather. Right hand comes to stack on top. Twist up and open. From here, we're gonna head into a twisted crescent. Hands stay at prayer. Take a look down at your right big toe. And again, we're trying to imagine lifting up and off, imagining we have support all around our body. Muscles hugging in towards the bone as we begin to lift that back leg. I like to stay a little bent in my standing leg here. My back leg is flexed, reaching all the way towards the back of the mat. Take an inhale, steady the body. Exhale, we're opening right up into half moon. So right hand down, left fingers reach. Or if you'd like, you can bring the top hand to your hip. Big inhale, kind of a fun, fluid transition. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Supported warrior 3, square off the hips. Drag that left knee into your chest. This time, we're gonna bend into the standing leg and head into a one-legged chair pose. Left toes reach forward. Woo, I'm so warm. Inhale here. Exhale, sweep it back, warrior 3, hands by the hips. And then step all the way to the back of your mat, finding your warrior 2. Again, moving with control or just kind of falling into it. That's what happens. Take a breath. Exhale, reach your right hands forward. Exalt your warrior. Inhale here. Exhale, skandasana, your mat. Big breath. Option to stay, option to open the hands wide, or take the bind. Inhale. Hold on the exhale. Release the bind, hands coming back to prayer. Hands or no hands, we're working our way all the way up to the top of our mat. Runner's lunge. This time, step up to a forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, hands sweep high. Exhale, hands into prayer. One more flow before we work ourselves into some more restful postures. Hands sweep high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands plant. Work your way back through vinyasa, your breath, your movement. If you jump, land with bent elbows. Move with control. As you arrive, left heel to 3-legged. One toe tap, reach your left big toe forward and then press it back up. Bend the knees, stack the hips. From here, stay, or take your wild thing. Left hand reaches, hips press high, open up. We're gonna meet in a 3-legged dog, and then take knee into your chest. Gently lower the knee to tap, and squeeze it back in. Lower to tap, squeeze it in. Last time, lower to tap, we squeeze it in and step through. Inhale here, exhale, right up into your high crescent lunge. Big breath. Open arm twist. Inhale here, exhale. Revolve crescent, right elbow hooks, left fingers come to stack. Inhale here, exhale, you know where we're going. This kind of wacky half moon variation. So tough, it's okay if you're wiggling. You can see me falling in and out of it. So take a look down at your big toes. We're gonna begin to lift up and off of that right leg, or you can start by stepping the toes in a little bit first. And keep the standing leg bent as you lift forward. Inhale here, exhale, transition right into your half moon. Left hand down, right fingers reach high. Inhale here, exhale, supported warrior 3. Big breath. Squeeze that right knee into your chest and bend in the standing leg. From here, one-legged chair. So lifting up and extending your right leg forward. Big inhale. Exhale back. Airplane pose, warrior 3. Core is engaged, hands extend long. Work your way gently into a warrior 2. Okay, this side is a little bit more of a graceful transition for me. Take a breath, settle in. Skandasana, back of your mat. Back knee bends, left leg extends, option to stay or take the bind. Big breaths. So exhale to release back into prayer hands. Hands or no hands, we move into the runner's lunge. And then step both feet together at the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, hands sweep up and overhead. Exhale, hands go into prayer. Inhale, hands sweep high. Exhale, fold all the way to your toes. Heel toe the feet out to hips distance. Take a nice deep bend in the knees. Bring opposite hands to opposite elbows, and let's start to rock it out side to side. Checking in on the time here. Nice, we've still got some time to cool it down. From here, take a big inhale. Exhale, hands back through center. Release both fingertips towards the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, last vinyasa here if you want it, or step right to downward facing. Hips up high. As you arrive, right leg shoots to three-legged and right knee bends. Take that knee into your nose, and then we're going to head right into half pigeon. So right shin comes down, your back toes can tuck and work their way a little bit farther back on the mat to create some space. Right foot is nice and flexed here. And you, if it's comfortable, you can work on bringing that shin parallel to the short edge of your mat. But if that does not feel good in your body, it's okay to leave that right heel a little bit closer to your hips. The most important thing is that we can square hips forward. From here, lift and lengthen. An option to stay if that's as deep as you need to go right now. Or if you want to walk the hands forward, you can come down to the shins and maybe even release the forehead to the mat. Settle in here. Find some rest and release in this posture, even if it's a particularly intense pose for you. Notice where you can add maybe a little bit more softening. Take one more deep breath. On an exhale, we're going to begin to shift over towards the right hip so that we can sweep that left leg around. Your left foot is going to plant just on the other side of your right knee, and we'll squeeze that right heel in towards your seat. Right fingers sweep up and overhead, and then take the twist. Right elbow coming to hook outside your left knee. Gaze beginning to turn towards the back. Your left hand planted behind you is going to help lengthen the spine here. So even though we're twisting and it might seem like we're clenching a little bit, I really want you to think about lifting and lengthening the crown of your head towards the sky. Kind of pressing up through that imaginary molasses that's laying down on us right now. Take one more breath, lift a little higher, lift a little deeper, and we come back through center. You can uncross the legs and then work your way back into downward facing dog. Meaning in this downward facing dog, the left heel sweeps to three-legged. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Inhale here, exhale. Gently bring that left shin this time all the way to the mat, half pigeon. Tuck your back toes and use them to kind of shimmy that back leg a little bit farther back in space. Again, flex the left foot, square shoulders and hips forward. Exhale, stay, or begin to come down onto forearms, or maybe all the way to the mat. Again, doing what you need to do to feel good in your body right now. Whatever you need to start your day. Feeling rejuvenated. Getting some things twisted out, wrung out, before you head into whatever else you're doing. Maybe you're not even starting your day now, maybe you're halfway through. Wherever you are, it's your time. We'll take another big inhale. On the exhale, begin to shift towards that left hip so that we can swing the right leg around. Right foot comes just outside the left knee as we take the right heel in towards our seat. So the sole of your right foot is on the mat, left heel in towards the seat. Left fingers reach high on those little petzely, and then left elbow hooks, let's twist to the back. I'm keeping my hands spread wide, my fingers extended, activity in both my toes, which are flexed, and my fingers, which are long. Ground down through the seat and the back hand to lift up on the inhale. Exhale, let yourself melt a little deeper. Relinquish to the posture. Breathe. Take another forward breath. Exhale takes you back through center. We're going to extend both legs long on the mat this time. Ground down to the soles of the feet, and this time we're coming all the way down, bringing the spine long on the mat. Inhale here, exhale, knees fall into your chest. Wrap the arms around your shins and take some gentle rocks side to side. Breathing through here, I'll switch around. So it's easier to see the shape of my legs, and my face isn't in the sun. From here, we're going to take the tops of the knees and then gently begin to spread them out towards the elbows. From here, you can stay right here in this kind of modified happy baby, or take hands either to the outside edges of your feet or around your big toe. Again, if you want those gentle rocks side to side, massaging out the low back a little bit, opening up across the hips, feel free to do so. One more inhale. Exhale, knees come back together and into your chest. We're going to keep the right knee where it is and extend the left leg long. Then cross the right knee over to the left side body, coming into a spinal twist. Both hands reach out long, gaze can turn over your right fingertips and melt. Releasing down onto the mat, keeping both shoulder blades firmly pressed into the earth. If you have a pillow nearby or want a little bit of extra support, you can always drop a pillow underneath your right knee, adding some height here, so the twist is not quite so deep. Breathe and melt. Bring that right knee up through center. We'll squeeze the left knee again, shift the hips through center. And then right leg extends as your left knee crosses over the right side body. Again, gaze turns to the left this time. Settle in. Breathe in here. Softening and melting. If you find the mind wandering, just gently bring it back to the breath. We'll take both knees through center. Squeeze them in tight, bringing your third eye point up to meet the knees. Bring yourself into the smallest, tiny littlest ball that you can on your mat. And then on an exhale, we're going to find the final resting shape of class. So heels coming out nice and wide. You can bring your spine long on the mat. From here, close down through the eyes. Settle in. Return to the breath. Peace, peace, peace. Gently begin to bring awareness back into the body, starting with the deepening of the breath. the rise and fall of the chest, the rib cage, noticing the physical sensations of the body, noticing any sounds happening outside of the body, or any sensations acting upon the body. Maybe some air, some wind, heat or coolness. When you're ready, bring fingers and toes back into movement, maybe wiggling, rolling through wrists and ankles, or rocking the head side to side on the mat. If you'd like a pencil stretch, you can clasp through the fingers, press them up and overhead, fingers and toes long in opposite directions. And then as gently, as carefully as you can, working your way up into a comfortable seat. And I invite you to close class in one final breath. Hands resting on the thighs or hands meeting at heart center. Start by emptying all the air out of your body, emptying everything old, anything you don't need to carry with you right now. Emptying yourself completely. Then we'll take a long cleansing breath in the nose, filling up every pocket of air you can find in the back, the head, the chest, the shoulders even. Fill yourself up and hold at the top. Exhale, open your mouth and sigh out. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. As always, an absolute treat to be moving with you. Thanks for bearing with any wibbly and wobbliness. Hope that you can take some of that control that we have worked on today with you into the rest of your day, the rest of your week, the rest of your world. I know that often in these moments, the world can feel a little bit out of our control, and knowing that the space on the mat is always a place that you can come back to find that control, that rhythm, that stability, that peace within yourself. Thanks so much, and be sure to send us a message if you have any comments or if you have questions about this or our digital studio membership. We're always happy to chat. Have a great day, everyone. Can't wait to see you on the mat soon.